Hey everyone. Just doing a quick little share out so we can get some people rolling in here. And I'm going to do a little test here. 4-channel mixing with the new Denon DJ SC 6000s that I just recently purchased. And just want to see how they run and without the CDJ system sitting in there. So I'm going to give this 4-deck dual layer mixing a go. And put these things through the test because, I'm still undecided. Do I get rid of my CDJ 3000s and sell the 900 mixer, and I'm going to get an 1800 mixer come in? Sorry, 1850 that is with the Denon. Do I keep both? Do I get rid of one? I don't even know. So this is the big test here to do a little 4-channel mix on the dual layers. Sorry, just doing some streaming out. No sense playing if no one's watching. But yeah, we got a few people kicking around here. So, yeah, there's no sound right now because I didn't start it. That's why. There's some sound. Hey, Steve Stone here in the DJ Lab. Guess what? Got the SC6000s hooked up to the 900 Nexus 2 and throwing down some mix of the 4 channels, so you gotta forgive me. Things are gonna fuck up, things are gonna get weird. Just like I knocked the fucking camera. That's how weird shit's gonna get right here. Let me straighten that bitch out. Come on. Everything's so nice and lined up. And now it's all askew. And see if we can make this a little better. Well, it's not perfect. Perfection. So like I was about to say, things are going to like fuck up because, you know, it's a different workflow. I'm testing it out to see, is it going to be something I'm going to like using versus the CDJ 3000s? We're going to find out. Well, so far, it's a little bit of a learning curve using double layers and not hitting the wrong buttons at the wrong time and trying to keep track of everything. It's kind of like, you know, when you used shit balls, man. It's kind of like when you use the SX, SX2 and those things, you know what I mean? And even the DDJ 1000. You got dual layer, but how many people really use it? For that same reason that when you do a dual layer, you're having, you know, you got to remember what's what. And even though you can color coordinate shit, it's still easy to not be paying attention and screw up and hit the wrong deck. See what I mean? Just like that. So when I was playing around with 4 decks with the CDJ 3000s in the mix, I didn't have that issue because I had 4 decks. You know what I mean? So who knows? 4 deck mixing might not be the thing for these players. That doesn't dismiss them at all, though. That's only one of the features. You know what I mean? Just because you got 4 decks doesn't mean you really need to use 4 decks. And once again, what else is interesting? When the CDJs were sitting in the mix, right? Now, different time of day, mind you, but I had like, 20, 30 people watching. Do a mix just on these things by themselves? A handful of you guys are out there. But yeah, very interesting. See, once again, I forgot to change the layer. I stopped it. But you do everything on the one, and you'll never know that someone fucked up. See, couldn't find the quantize button because it's usually up there, and now it's over there because I'm in dual layer. Takes some time to get used to things. So, anyone who thinks that you're gonna go from a pair of CDJs and hop on these things and start playing, and you don't have any timing with them, you're gonna be confused. But the same can be said, if you get used to these things and you hop on a pair of CDJs, guess what? You're gonna be just as confused because shit's all in different places, And when you're not used to doing 4-deck mixing and using dual layers, that's a whole nother learning thing right there. Looks badass though. Like, it gives a reason to have a giant screen because when you zip over, it feels like a waste of deck space, right? Now that feels a little bit more. It's kind of like mixing on my Denon DJ Go at this point a little bit. There's another fuck up right there. See? Getting confused with the layers. It's fucking gotta get that in my mind. It's up there. Why didn't they make it so you could just touch there? That would have been fucking great too. did it again. I forget what layers I got everything on. Shit balls. That's what's going on. I've got layer A on 3. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, but my brain's not operating like that. Top layers need to be in the middle, I think. Other layers need to be on the outside. Well, so, that was a quick little run on the CDJs there. I don't even know how long I've been going, to be honest. Let me take a quick look. Holy fucking goddamn feedback. So, 48 minutes, I don't know, almost an hour. A few fuck-ups because, like I say, I was never really a huge fan of 4-deck mixing on a controller when I had to hit a button to switch between layers, because as much as the colors change and it changes, maybe I'm just a burnout. Maybe I'm stupid like that, but it gets confusing. You know what I mean? When I had the CDJ 3000 sitting up here with everything else, and I was fucking around with 4-deck mixing, and I'm going from 1-1 to... You can keep track of that shit pretty easily. When this stuff here, it's a learning curve that you'd probably get used to if you've been using it like that. Because I know a lot of guys with controllers and they got, they're using all the decks. So for me, it's just, old DJ learning new tricks. I'm sure I'll get used to it. Does my CDJ feel better? Only because it's more familiar. That's the only real reason at the moment. I still have access to the Wi-Fi streaming, which I like. We'll see. You know what I mean? Like I said, right now I'm waiting on getting the Denon X1850 so I can set this system up on its own, and then have the CDJ system sit here as well too, the 3000s with the 900 mixer, and I can see how that's rolling. I haven't even looked to see if there's any comments or anything from any of the people watching. Thanks there, Stu. And there's Digital 3000. It's another world, another music. The best, yeah, it's true. Music Freak 4-deck mix. So some of the usual suspects are in here checking this stuff out. And it's, that's what's so weird. There's no clear-cut answer. You can't honestly say one is better than the other. One is far more expensive than the other. And therefore, when something's that much more expensive, you assume there's going to be a few things of higher quality. And really, the only big thing that really stands out for me, the jog wheels feel lighter and smoother on a CDJ. If that's important to you, if you're a scratch DJ, CDJ 3000 is going to feel better. If you're a scratch DJ, an SC 6000M motorized platter is going to feel way better. So, you know what I mean? It kind of comes right down to that. Like, if you want to scratch, they got a scratch one. I always say I don't really need jog wheels. I got the Denon Go. The jog wheels are good enough on the Denon Go. The jog wheels are much bigger. I'm not scratching, but I always compare that. But I'm not a scratch guy. As for, using them to nudge things, you kind of have a pitch bend button, so you don't even really need to nudge. So I don't know. You know what I mean? I always hype about jog wheels, but in the end, it doesn't really make a big difference for me. What's going on, New Nation? You see, and the assessment between the two mixers should be interesting because I really like my Nexus 2. But when I had the 1800 here, I really liked the 1800. It just felt like it wasn't built quite the same. My friend has an 1850 and he had both, and now he has an 1850 and says that the build quality is much better. The real DJ Black. So real DJ Black here has the SC 5000Ms, and he says they feel great. Yeah, you're lucky. That's what I wish I had got, but I wasn't even really in the market. I kind of wanted a set of these, but it was more of a pipe dream, right? So I set it out to the universe, and an amazing deal, like a real amazing deal came my way. And I was like, shit, I just can't turn it down. God wanted me to have these, or the DJ gods wanted me to. Somebody. But so if you're watching, you'll see I fucked up a couple of times. That dual layer thing, it's good in theory, right? But What I'm really, really hoping for is the slave deck. And did they actually announce that yet? I wonder. Wonder if they, because they said it was supposed to be for the first. I was also told I might actually get one of these things to try out. So when the launch happens, I would have it to show, but that didn't happen. Let's go to Denon's website and see. If it was announced. I see the DJ players. I see the 6,000, 6,000, and the 5,000, the 5,000. Nope, the slave deck's not up there yet. No surprise. There's probably a delay in these things. So yeah, would I want to have extra decks to control the other layer, like a second platter sitting there? It depends how it looked side by side. The only time I've seen it so far is I saw these things up high and then the deck below it. It looked kind of cool. But then it seemed impractical as well. So I don't know. We'll see. I still haven't decided what I'm keeping, what I'm selling, or if I'm going to keep everything. Everything would be the ideal situation, but you can't turn down money sometimes, you know? Especially with all this lockdown shit. Anyways, guys, I think that's it, man. I'm going to do a little, maybe I'll do a video a little later, but for now, I'm going to settle down and chill out. I'll talk to you all later.